Is it time for a short pullback for BTC? Let's check out that. And at last also let's check out some altcoins which we can short. Okay, so now let's go straight to your BTC chart. So as of now, right now your BTC is supporting this small resistance. Okay, I'll show you the 30 minutes time frame for you can see exactly what I'm talking about. Okay, so as of now your Bitcoin is supporting this resistance. Okay, right now this big resistance. Okay, so as of now if you see a Bitcoin chart, if it keeps supporting this resistance, it's more probably going down, which I'll show on the 4-hour chart so I can see properly. Okay, so as of for the 4-hour chart, right now what we are expecting, once it broke this support at around $30,464. Okay, so once it broke that support, as normal, once it broke, we're expecting a resistance, and right now we need to short our altcoins. And if you're entering into BTC, you'll need to short your BTC, right? So yellow, if you'll go at the altcoins, it'll go more down, right? If you're so right now we're expecting a resistance, and right now it's more probably going to this support at around $28,760. Okay, so right now we need to take all this data and go to your Ethereum and altcoin chart. But first, if you like content like this, just hit the like button. Okay, so now let's go to your next chart. We know we are expecting a drop for BTC. Now let's check out your Ethereum chart. Where is the good entries where we can expect a drop. Okay, so right now for your Ethereum chart, if it's bullish, only once your Ethereum breaks this resistance around $1,919, makes a support, that's the time only we can enter longs. But we know that is bearish for your Bitcoin, right? So only once your Ethereum breaks this support at around $1,870, breaks the support, make a resistance, that's the time we enter short, and we ride it all the way, you can say, to this support, or we can ride it to this next support. Okay, at $1,769. Okay, so right now we'll put our take profits right here, and if your Ethereum charts keep consolidating over here only for a long period of time, we take profits over here. Okay, and then also we can re-enter short and we can ride it all the way here. Okay, or what it can happen when we put a take profits here at $1,769, it can directly touch it. So that's also the key point. Okay, so now let's talk about your next chart, which is your avax chart. Okay, so for avax chart, as of now your avax chart will normally support this resistance. If your BTC is keep going down, right, it'll kind of touch here, and once it breaks this support, you can say at around $12.94, once it breaks the support, make a resistance, that's the time we enter short, and we ride it all the way safe. We put our take profits to this support, and if it keeps consolidating over here only, we can take the profit. Okay, and maybe we can re-enter. Okay, so as you know that it can just touch here and come back up, right? Okay, so that's your take profit for short position. Okay, but if your Bitcoin is bullish, I don't know how it becomes bullish suddenly. You all can only re-enter once your avax breaks this resistance. Okay, at around $13.77. Once it breaks that resistance, makes a support, that's the time only we can enter longs. Okay, so now let's go into your next chart, which is your avax. So which is your Solana. We just did avax. Okay, so as for Solana, only once it breaks this resistance at around $16.95, once it makes the support, that's for a bullish part, we can enter long. That is only if your Bitcoin turns bullish. Okay, but for a bearish, once your Solana, which it's right now your Bitcoin is bearish, once it breaks $16.62, once it breaks that, makes a resistance, that's the time we enter short. Okay, and we ride it all the way to this support. Okay, at around $15.54. Okay, we put there as our take profits. Okay, we don't put it right here. Okay, because this for your Solana is like it's a lot for this much short position. Okay, so now let's talk about your next chart, which is your dot. Okay, so for dot charts, for a bullish part, if your Bitcoin turns bullish, once your dot breaks this resistance around $5.23, once it breaks, makes a support, that's the time we enter longs. Okay, but for a bearish part right now, you can see it's kind of made a higher high and a small high low. That's the time we can enter short, since your Bitcoin is bearish. Or the best confirmation will be once it breaks this support, your dot at $5.10. Once it breaks, makes a resistance, that's the time we enter short, and we ride it all the way to this support at around $4.66. Okay, the same way over here also for dot. If it keeps consolidating over here, we take the profits right here. Okay, so that's for dot also. Okay, so now let's talk about your next chart, which is a Cardano. Okay, so for Cardano, for a bullish part is only once it breaks this resistance around 0.30 cents. Once it breaks, makes a support, that's the time we'll enter longs. Okay, so right now, if you see a Cardano, it's kind of giving a higher high, which is here, a higher low, then again a higher low, which we could have shorted right here. But for confirmation, fully confirmation, once it breaks this support, okay, a Cardano at around 0.28 cents, once it breaks, makes a resistance, that's the time we enter short. Okay, and we ride it all the way, you can say, to around here, around 0.25 cents. Okay, so now let's go straight to your crypto trend to see exactly which coins we can short with high volatility. Okay, so the first coin I already kept ready. Okay, it's right here. Okay, so the first coin we'll short is stacks. Okay, so right now if you see, you know that your Bitcoin is bearish. Okay, so this is only if it's bearish. Okay, so right now your stacks, once it kind of reaches at around this support at around 0.71 cents, once it reaches this support, makes a resistance, that's the time we can enter short right here, and we can ride it all the way to 0.64 cents. Okay, so that's for your STX token. Okay, so now let's talk about your, and if it's bullish, you'll know only once it kind of breaks this big resistance. One second, I'll just show you. Okay, so once it breaks kind of this big resistance only, no, once it breaks this resistance, once it breaks, kind of makes a support on this resistance right here at around 0.80 cents, then you know it's bullish and you can enter it right here. Okay, but we'll not go for the bullish right now. For STX, only if it's bearish we'll attack. Okay, since it kind of can go straight down to around this also support around 0.77 cents. That's until if your Bitcoin dumps. Okay, so now let's go into your next chart. If your Bitcoin is bearish and your Bitcoin is bullish, we'll go into INJ. Okay, so once your INJ chart breaks this support, okay, at around $6.90, once it breaks the resistance, that's the time we can enter short right here, and we can ride it all the way to around $6.37. Okay, so remember, if it's bullish, you'll know that it will kind of break this trend. Okay, this resistance right here kind of make a support, and that's the time we can enter it short, long right here. Only when it's bullish this will happen. Okay, but mainly we are focusing on the short part. Okay, so for INJ. Okay, so now let's talk about your next chart, which is your rndr. Okay, so right now your rndr is kind of bearish. Okay, so because it's keep on supporting this resistance, right? So right now you know your Bitcoin is bearish, so right now your rndr can just be here only if it's bearish, kind of make a small high low. That's the time we can also enter short right here until it broke, and now let's make a resistance. That's also we can enter short right here. As of now it is, put a stop loss anywhere above this over here, and we can ride it all the way to this support at around this support, or right here at around $1.80 for a rndr chart. Okay, so that's it for your crypto trends. If you want to watch the exact entries I'm taking, just enter the link, will be in the YouTube description. Okay, so that's it for crypto news, crypto charts. If you like content like this, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, ping the notification bell on, so you're early to watch and you never miss content like this. So peace out, crypto fam.